You are now listening to the Rise Podcast, hosted by Mike Cavelli.
All right, so welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Rise Podcast. Today, I've got some special guests. We've got Alexandra Hoke and her girlfriend, Alicia Goku.
Hi, what's going
Some
on?
social media YouTube stars within the state of Delaware. Also, one of my favorite couples within the state of Delaware. They be doing some hilarious shit. Hilarious.
But we're really goofy in real life like that.
I know,
like
yeah,
that.
so.
Nah,
People
real
don't
shit.
hang out with us because we're so weird.
I can see that though. But that's dope though. You guys are staying true to yourselves at all times.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been doing YouTube and everything for?
Well, we started YouTube.
Even before we were dating.
Yeah, we started YouTube before we
Yeah.
actually were officially dating. So we've been doing YouTube for over a year.
Together?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started YouTube together, and then the whole Instagram thing, it just kind of happened when we got together. And
Yeah.
we just loved
I
it.
mean, I was already doing skits and stuff on Twitter, and so I was already doing little social media stuff, so she was bound to get
So you already had
into-
some
into
plans
shit.
to do some of this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
she was
much,
already
yeah.
Twitter famous. She had 100,000
Oh,
freaking
word?
followers on Twitter.
Well,
and
let's
Vine
backtrack.
famous.
How the hell did you get into all that and get famous on Twitter and Vine?
So on Vine, I mean, there was one Vine in particular that kind of set me off, and it was, I just did something. It was from this movie called Set It Off, and there's this scene where Cleo at the end is Queen Latifah, she shooting, and I just reenacted it, and it went fucking crazy. I don't know what the fuck happened. So that's how I kind of just broke my shell into posting videos and stuff or whatever. And then I got on Twitter, and I just was always posting skits, and people just was loving that shit.
Were you ever able to monetize Twitter or Vine at all?
No. I don't even really think that was a thing, but a lot of people did blow up off Vine and
yeah, tons of Vine
you know
stars.
what I'm saying? So it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weird, but for me, I wasn't able to until recently, my Instagram been kind of going crazy.
You got over 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Verified, yeah.
That's dope.
So-
How did you get verified?
I just applied for it. Everybody be asking me how'd you do it? They have a little section
In your
their
settings.
settings.
Yeah.
You can apply for it,
I applied for
and
that shit. They denied me.
they gave it to me. I was hyped. I was hyped. I was I applied for that shit. I'm like, they ain't gonna give me this shit. 3 days later, I was like,
Holla. Shit.
well, thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think it was? Were they what did you?
Well, I mean,
Were they,
my
did they send you a reason
impressions.
back?
No, they didn't. They didn't. But I'm always look at my impressions, how often my followers go up, down, whatever. And I Googled, before I applied, I was like, let me Google, let me do some research before I embarrass myself. You feel me? And so I was just reading some stuff. They were like, if your impressions are pretty high, then they should do it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you have over
How much
a
is it?
million impressions.
Oh,
Yeah.
a week?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean a week. Yeah.
Over 1 million
Yeah.
a week?
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. Yo.
If
It
she
varies,
posts something,
Sit next to a celebrity.
yeah.
Stop.
If she posts
Stop.
something and it
Stop.
does very well, she'll have over 1 million impressions like that. For
That's
that
awesome.
Week, yeah.
How does that feel?
I don't really feel any type of way, until we run into people and they recognize us. That's when I'm like, oh, okay, you watch my content. I didn't know, but on a regular basis, it doesn't really affect me. Sometimes I feel like it's not enough. I gotta keep going and going and going and going.
As you should. You ever driving around and people like, Alicia!
You know what? They did that in Tampa.
In Tampa, right?
Tampa,
We were
they
parking.
did. Yeah, we were
They were
going
like-
to a Pride. She got it was first of all we were sitting in traffic for about an hour trying to get because it's St. Petersburg Pride and it's the biggest Pride in Florida.
Yeah.
So we were
That
sitting
shit
in
is
traffic,
crazy.
yeah, and then somebody came out and I said, "Swoop." So I went in the parking spot. And then we get out the car and the girl she was behind us but she was still in traffic, got out of her car and came to take a picture with us. I was
That's in
insane.
traffic.
In traffic.
Yeah.
That's the
Made
power
her
of influence.
boyfriend take a
Take
picture
the
with
picture,
us.
yeah.
That shit's gotta feel good though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
well, People ask me all the time, "Are you Instagram famous?" And I tell them no.
I'll be like, yes. Like, they gonna see us later on the thing and be like,
So-
bump the slide.
So yeah, I mean, because I say all the time, like, I wasn't big on Instagram. I didn't do skits or anything on Instagram until her, because that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
So like, all my Instagram followers are literally from her. So it's kind of like I wouldn't even be doing the Instagram thing if it wasn't for her. So I don't think I'm famous. It's just her. It is what it is.
But you're also connected to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm connected to it.
You feel me?
I'm
So-
connected to it, but
And you don't have to be famous. You're the manager.
yeah, I am more of a
The
behind the
manager
scenes
gets
person.
paid regardless.
Exactly. Pay up.
Pay up. Pay up.
Girl, you get paid. Stop playing.
I seen them videos. You get paid, girl. I seen them twerking
Something
videos.
I'm crying.
I swear to God, yo, her videos be having me weak sometimes. Like,
She is
like
stupid.
on the floor rolling.
She's stupid. That's why.
Oh my God, you disrespectful.
You be alright. Nah, she's very entertaining though.
So how has it been managing her? Like, what have been some like struggles or, you know, rewards? Like, you know, what is it like to manage a social media celebrity, or I mean, not necessarily fully managed, because it's not like you're just like her manager. You're also her girlfriend, friend,
Yeah.
you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just like you're managing this, but you're also a huge part of all of it.
Yeah, she I mean, it's really not as difficult. I mean, like, she doesn't like going through her DMs, so I normally go through her DMs. I make sure, like, listen, like, so-and-so wants to do, like, for example, I was like, yo, Mike want to do a podcast, we gotta get on that, you know, album's about to drop. So, honestly, more people have been reaching out for her to do more things ever since she got verified on Instagram. So it kind of was just like, it's been easier because people are coming to her, but then it's like some people that we want to do some stuff with, they don't reach back, like more famous people.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to think of who.
But persistence. And,
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, you'll get them for sure.
Yeah.
And the more you get famous too, and the more hype you get, inevitably they're gonna
Yeah.
have to come to you because they're
It's
gonna be
just
like,
all
oh
with
well.
time. Like,
Yeah.
It's all with time.
Exactly. And think about it, before you had that, there was also other people that are reaching out to you now that probably wouldn't have reached out before.
Right.
You know, so you always gotta be
Grateful,
appreciative of
right?
those as well
Exactly.
too.
Exactly.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, we're, you know, traveling, making
So
money
how
so
is-
we can travel and everything. Make sure she gets to where she needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking forward to this 8-hour drive.
Oh my.
So you do all the driving too?
Oh no, we don't do. I don't do all the driving, but we definitely switch on driving. But I told her because she's about to open up for Lil Durk
Ooh.
next weekend.
Okay.
Next weekend.
Holla.
And
Serious swallow.
there's no so from Delaware. You are stupid. I can't stand you. So from Delaware, there's not a direct flight to Cincinnati.
That's where it's at in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so
How did you book that? If you don't mind, like, how did you?
Oh, I reached out because I was kind of like, you know, no tea, no shade. I just am kind of tired of being in the same, like, type of showcase atmosphere, like, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to get out there and book that for myself instead of waiting for somebody to do it for me. And I just reached out. I saw a promotion team that pretty much set up the whole event. I was like, listen, can I open, you know, how much they're going to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes if you don't got the bread, they're not even going, well, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So
What do you mean? You had to pay them, or
I had to pay them to perform in front of Durk, and so that's really
how much did you have to pay them?
Oh, I had to pay $1,100
just to perform in front of
Oh
them?
no! So the performance was only like $750. So I don't think that's bad at all, especially with the performance that Durk is going to bring. Like, I know he's going to bring people out.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was just like an extra fee to actually meet Durk, and then I think for like a flyer or something like that. So altogether,
That's
it was
crazy.
$1,100. So yeah, we dropped that bread.
I didn't even know that, like, you have to pay to get onto someone's like?
Sometimes you can. It
Sometimes.
depends on the promotional team. Like even when I was in Dover, I was working with the owner of Allure, and so I was hoping he would be able. Okay, R.I.P. I was hoping he would be able to like get me on stage like in front of the bigger artists that he would have, but he wasn't even in control of that. It would be like the promotional team, so he would still have to pay if he wanted his artist to perform. Like it'll be like $600-$700. Like when the baby was there, I think that's how much they wanted to have somebody open. Yeah, so it's.
And that's
money
crazy
talks.
Too, though. Like
money talks.
you would think that if you're performing with them, that you would just get to meet them regardless.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
right.
honestly, until we make those
Everything is fucking
relationships,
business.
until we make those business relationships or relationships with the promoters, everything is gonna cost money.
Right.
Because honestly, like, because we know some people that are in the industry, and so they always tell us like nothing is personal. It's everything is business.
Everything.
Until you make those relationships, everything is business.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah. So.
Until they can figure out how they can leverage you.
Yeah.
Right,
Exactly.
Right. Until then, I'm the big star, and then they coming to me like, you know what I'm saying? It's a repeating cycle.
Yeah, that was another thing. Like we had a conversation about. Like I told her I don't mind. Like we don't mind paying for her to open up for bigger artists. That way she gets her name out there. Exactly.
Right.
So until
but not paying for like a little showcase thing that's
with,
really not
with
going to do
artist.
that's not going to do shit for me. Like I apologize, but I got to level up at the end of the day.
So what's so special about this performance then?
Well, this is probably not my biggest, because Pride in St. Petersburg was
100,000
huge.
people.
Yes.
Whoa.
So this is gonna be.
You got paid for that one too?
No, I just went out there for free, but I didn't have to have to pay. Right.
She did it it was a favor for
Yes,
Derek.
yes. I have a friend, Derek Delacroix, and we did a
Shout
song we did a song called Shake It, Take It. And he got invited to do Pride out in Florida, and he invited me, and I said, well, yes.
So
I will be there.
Got the exposure there too. Yeah.
Yes.
How was it performing in front of 100,000 people? Is it nerve-wracking?
That particular performance wasn't nerve-wracking, because I felt like
You just got out there and did your shit.
Yeah, and I felt like they had good energy. So when
Okay.
people have good energy, you just know. And then some people recognize me, so it wasn't like going into something where nobody know who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it
But
was
like
nice.
mentally though, like how was it from like visualizing yourself being a rapper and feeling like, oh, I can't wait for one day to perform in front of 100,000 people, and then that shit was there.
Oh yeah, that was. I was posting about it for like 3 days. I'm like, yo, I was
just
in
gotta
one
feel
of all
surreal.
these.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was definitely on a high for a few days.
I
from
would
that.
too. Like it's
It
like a
was
dream come true.
It was beautiful, and they were and like just to watch the video, like, and people in the crowd were really like dancing and
getting
just
Yeah.
yeah, it was nice.
So let's talk a little bit about your rap career then. Do you have a different rap name besides Alicia Goku, or?
No, that is my rap name.
Okay, that's your rap name.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So your project is coming out when?
It is coming out on Sunday. That is October 20th. It's called Diary of a Stoner.
Check it out, guys. This won't be done by this Sunday, just so you know.
Oh,
It's okay.
But it'll be out after that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Probably like a month.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because I got loads of other ones, and then I gotta edit
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
know. You feel
That'll
me?
just bring people right back to the
Yeah,
album. Like,
there's
oh,
nothing wrong with that.
Exactly,
There's nothing wrong with
exactly.
that.
So how did you come up with the name of the album?
Honestly, I was gonna name the album something different. I was gonna name it Live, Love, Party, but I was like, I smoke, and I really want to incorporate that into the album name. So that's why I was like, Diary of a Stoner. I feel like it's nice. Like you could the music that I have on it is really like, okay, yeah, I can see her writing about this shit, like, oh, niggas got on her nerves, or she writing about a bitch, or you know what I'm saying? So
Some goofy shit.
right, it's a nice little vibe.
Did you help her come up with the name at all?
Oh no.
No?
That whole thing, like her songs, her album names.
So you don't
Like,
help her write it all?
No. Oh no, I'm the
Oh
best
my
writer. What are you
God.
talking about? I'm the best writer. I write all her stuff. What are you talking
word,
about?
girl? You be coming through with them ghost
Oh,
bars?
yeah.
I be
yes.
wearing her, I be like, girl, help me. me, help me help. She'd be like, no, I can't rap.
Nah,
like,
I can't rap. Nah, I can't.
Suck.
Nah, she wants me to rap. And I'm
No
like,
such thing as a bad idea, though. Like,
listen.
I know, that's what I be telling her. She don't be trying to come up with
nothing.
nada.
I can't. I don't
Empty.
have my brain cells just aren't there.
Like, girl, I thought you was a gold
I can sing your songs when you're done.
When you're
but
done.
I can't. I can. If you're sick, I can probably take your part and just
sing
perform for you.
Okay.
But coming up with
So
your
if you're
rap.
sick, I can't.
I
I could
can't,
throw in a
yeah.
costume or
Yeah,
something.
like do something. I can't write for you, honey. I'm sorry. That's why they got songwriters.
You
No,
better-
but like
you better focus on your bars,
For
girl.
real, right? Like, no help whatsoever.
now
like,
rapping, like the names of her songs, like the whole like music part, that's her.
Mhm.
I just honestly make sure that the flights are booked, cars are booked, places are booked, things like
The
that.
manager
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
The important
the
stuff.
important
though.
stuff, the
'Cause without
organized
that-
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without that stuff, you're not going nowhere.
No. No.
You're not going to no performance, or you're gonna perform and have no place to sleep. Like, I'm in Cincinnati. Oh, well, I guess I gotta go back to Delaware.
Yeah. 8-hour drive.
Oh my God, yeah. She be making sure it's all done.
That's good though. Why? You're not good with that shit.
No, not at all.
No.
She'll wait until like the day
At least
before.
y'all compliment
I
each
know.
other then.
It would be like, I'm like, all right, babe, did you book the flight for, let's say, Atlanta? We leave tomorrow. No. Okay. Well.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta do that?
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was high.
Yeah. Literally. I'm like, you know what? I'm just doing this from now on. You don't gotta worry about it. Make sure you need to be where you need to be.
No, but really though, like that's so accurate. Oh. That's why we had to get a calendar, because I
Oh,
was
yeah.
forgetting shit.
She be like, what we gotta do this weekend? Go to California? Like,
Yeah,
that's
just
not
go.
just something small that we have to do. Like, we leave tomorrow. Like,
You don't even have anything packed, damn it.
yeah. So I gotta make sure.
Yo, I'm cracking up. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it really be like that.
Well, at least y'all got a great bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It levels it out.
A serious question though, like, and I'm not trying to jinx anything, knock on wood. What would happen if the relationship ended though?
I mean, I would go back to my normal, like, just regular life. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Do you think Alicia Goku would stop, or
Nah.
I couldn't.
Nah.
I couldn't.
I wouldn't want to see Alicia.
would you
stop.
would you still help?
See, listen, when I'm done with
You
somebody,
better treat her right, girl.
Listen.
You better treat her
That's
right.
the-
My whole empire gonna fall the fuck down.
I mean, I wouldn't leave you like stranded, but I would, when I'm done
I
with
know,
somebody,
yeah. When
it's
she
like,
done, she done. So
it's like it's black and white, like
right. I mean,
I know
me
what you
personally,
mean, though.
I would
Yeah.
never. I'm not ever gonna do anything to a point where
yeah,
I
and I
feel
wouldn't
like.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she tell me straight up, listen, if you do anything to ruin this, you're dumb. Like, she'll tell me straight up. And I'll be like, well, you dumb too, but I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
I'm not gonna do anything dumb, you feel me? Like, I love you, like, you
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it's different because like I've never really had like a best friend like in a like I've been in a relationship and then like had a separate best friend, but like no one's been like my best friend in the relationship. Like
That's
her.
awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's different. It's different.
Yeah,
I don't really see like anything honestly because I'm not doing any like we are like building an empire. It's just kind of stupid for either one of us to do something dumb.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
As you should, yo.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
yeah.
Not too many people can say they have that.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with a connection that fucking good.
Right.
Because I
Yeah.
can see y'all have it.
It's different. Like the conversations we have, people be like, "Why are you even having this conversation? Like this is weird." Like it's cause like we're like we started the relationship very honest.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
open. Like okay, if you feel some type of way about something, you need to let me know. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can do something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the whole like iffy and blurred lines type situation. I need a black and white or else it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And I made that clear. So.
That's good. You guys set them guidelines.
There's not really any guidelines, honestly. I mean there are, but it's like we're I don't know. We're just like the same.
We
person.
just really understand each other, like, and we're
That's
just open. We communicate, and it's just like,
yeah,
that's
like,
how it's been before we even started dating.
Yeah, I mean, we talked like 5 months before we actually got into a relationship.
Yeah,
so we took that time to really like understand each other and make sure like this is the relationship that we. Because I'm also the first female that she's been with.
Right.
So it's kind of like we need to make, and like me knowing that like I'm not naive, you understand. So I was just kind of like, you need to make sure like this is something that you really want to do, coming from like a religious family. So we talked for a while. I mean, we still saw each other every single, like since the time that I met her, the day that I met her, we've been together and it's been a year. Well, no, it's been over a year.
Yeah.
We've been together every single day, and like I've never been able to do that like with anybody, because people get on my nerve. But like we're the same person, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
And you don't even realize it.
Yeah. It's just And now we got our own crib together. We got puppies now, like, so we're really together every day.
Y'all building a little family.
Yeah,
a little puppy family.
What kind of puppies y'all got?
We have she's a Beagle and Basset Hound mix. We have a Yorkie, full-bred Yorkie.
Oh,
and
y'all
then,
got puppies.
Yeah. And then we do have a Maltipoo, but we're getting rid of him. We love him. We love him. No, we love him.
Sorry, you just
No.
leave.
We love him.
Bye. We don't want you no more. He was cute for a little bit.
He was, but we're giving him to my best friend. He's going to my
the
best friend.
accuracy is real because
he has to go. I mean, I love him to death.
so sorry.
That's my little baby, but
You don't love him that much.
he needs to be with someone that has no other dogs. Because
Right.
he needs so much
Oh my
attention.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so
he hates when we give the
other dogs to attention. Yeah, so he just whines, he cries
Oh.
all night. Oh my God.
Oh,
So my best friend's taking him for us. Gave him to her. She's actually picking him up after this.
yes. We are very excited.
Very excited for him to go, because I know she's gonna take care of him. And when we actually travel, she comes and watches the dogs, so he's still gonna be at the house and still play with the other dogs and see the other dogs.
Y'all
and
should
stuff.
do some videos with the dogs.
We do.
We
Like
try.
when we do some trillers.
I mean, we do like trillers and stuff, but we did have a rabbit that we did like ASMR with,
God.
but the rabbit didn't like us, so we got rid of him too.
Yeah.
We're not dead.
No, we're not. No.
That's
no
not why we got rid of him.
Yeah.
We got rid of him because I was allergic.
Yeah, he was allergic.
Okay,
She was
so
allergic to
that's a
him.
good reason.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
No, I was really
Made up for
allergic
that
to that
one.
little
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, she was definitely allergic to him.
But say all the animals in your family, it's just like, sorry, nigga, I don't want you no more.
Yeah, we got rid of him
boy.
before we got the dogs.
I couldn't even be in my in a room without literally my whole face black.
No, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
It was
bad.
bad.
It was funny because when he was little, she didn't have that problem. But when he started getting older and his hair started shedding, and oh my gosh, he shed so much. I was like, yeah, we gotta get rid of him. She was like, I won't come back to this house if we don't get rid of him.
Okay, I was like, I would go home
I'm
because
like,
at
I'm sorry,
that
but you
point
gotta
we
go.
were
At this
together,
point, I'm tired. You gotta go.
I'm like, I will go back to my humble abode. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
This little nigga gotta go. I'm sorry.
Right, if it's you
It's
or my piece, sorry. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You got to
Gotta
go.
go.
Yeah.
For real.
So let's get back and talk about some of your ventures that you guys do.
Yes.
So, how many subscribers you got on YouTube?
We got about 13,000 on YouTube.
How long did it take to build that? We'll talk about some of the metrics.
We started YouTube
September of no, we didn't start in September. That's when we made our own page.
Our own YouTube.
think.
I mean, we did start in September. That's when we did our first one was at Chick-fil-A. And so from September to when did we stop? From September to April. I think we stopped in April.
No, I don't think that's right. Wait. May. We started because we started before we started dating, before we became official. We became official in August. So we did some mukbangs or
Past
whatever.
August?
No, of last year.
Of last year.
So that's why I was saying we were doing
We did one mukbang.
we did the Chick-fil-A joint in May, and then we made our own page. I think in September.
I don't think that's right.
I think that is right.
I don't think that's right.
Or maybe August.
Was that your first video that blew up, views wise?
No, it didn't even blow. So our YouTube really didn't blow up until we started promoting it on Instagram.
Right.
And so we did YouTube, and we stopped YouTube this year around. I mean, we weren't consistent. We
stopped around June because that's when we started getting real busy and stuff.
June. We stopped before June, honey.
This past June.
Yeah. We did. We stopped before June because I wasn't doing videos.
And you got back into YouTube now, though, right?
We're about to get back into YouTube because we've just been so busy traveling.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get back on that mukbang wave because that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
And now she has a weed miss us. Yeah. And now I got a weed too.
Yeah. People.
Now you got a weed too. We'll talk about that in a second as well too.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some about what it was like, or just about the metrics with YouTube? So how much watch time is it in order to get paid? How long did it take to get there? Different things like that.
So YouTube has like a few requirements before you get monetized. You got to set up like an account, and then you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers minimum to start getting right. Yeah, only 1,000 subscribers ain't bad. The 4,000 hours of watch time though
is a lot.
That took us so long to get, but we also were not being like consistent. But even when we like kind of got on it, it was still hard as hell.
Yeah, it's hard.
When you get that 4,000 hours of watch time, they send you like an email. They're like, "Congrats!"
Yeah. It's like
they make it a big deal. You're
now
approved to get monetized, and so
really, it's a whole thing like that.
Yes, and then you get your ads. Then your ads start coming up on your YouTube videos.
Really?
So it is a really big deal, and like people could tell because then they'll start commenting like, "Oh, I see you got ads on your shit now."
like the YouTube policy changes so frequently. It used to be so easy to get money off of YouTube.
Really?
Now it's kind of like people.
Because there's so many people that make money off of it.
You can have 1 million views on YouTube and only get paid $10,000 from it, which
$10,000 what, a month?
No, from that. I mean, that specific video. But I mean, that's still a lot of money. But like for the views, I used to be able to get like $40,000-$50,000 for 1 million views. It depends on how many ads are in your video, how long somebody watches the video, how many ads they skip through, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's about it. But it's
how many views? Like, is there a certain amount of views that you have to get in order to get $1,000, and then it increases from there?
It depends on the ads. So say if somebody drops a music video, they only really have that one ad in the beginning to make money off of. Okay. Whereas if somebody who's doing a mukbang or somebody's doing a vlog and it's 20 minutes, they can put ads in there every
3 minutes.
Right, and then they're getting more money. You know what I'm saying, off that one video.
How much money do you make per ad about?
That's kind of hard to say. It depends on who is paying, because the ads aren't from just one person. It's just different people are seeing who they want to advertise. That's why. Do
you have to reach out to these advertisers?
No, they reach out to YouTube, and then YouTube kind of figures out where they want to drop right. So like for mukbangers,
it's just like an automatic thing.
Yeah, for like mukbangers, they'll show food, Wendy's, TGI, blah blah blah. If you're looking on how to fix something, they'll probably show like some HGTV shit, or so it's gonna vary.
So then for you guys, with like the plan to make longer form videos, so we put more ads in them.
Yeah.
That's like what you should do.
Yeah, that's honestly what you should do.
How long are your videos about right now?
I would say between 20. Well, for YouTube, our videos will always be between like 15 and 30 minutes. Because I feel like after 30 minutes, people not going. Honestly, I'm surprised people watch past that 15-minute mark.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, before we got on YouTube, I didn't even know people watch these long, drawn-out videos. And I'm like...
Yeah, like long videos are like a hot thing on YouTube now.
Yeah. They're like especially the new show. It's crazy.
Yeah, and if you could make it episodic too, people love that shit.
Yeah, that's honestly what we started, because before, like when we first started, we didn't really know what to talk about, like with our YouTube, and I think that's why we didn't really have that many views and it wasn't blowing up. But towards the end of when we were doing it, we started just like telling just random stories, like stories from her past, stories from my past,
and those videos did so
those
good.
videos. I think one video has like 26,000 but
Well,
maybe
it
like
got
30.
probably got like more now,
yeah,
but
probably
yeah,
like
one did
30,000.
like really blow up, and it was us just talking about our first time or whatever, and that shit blew
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
That
really?
shit blew up. Yeah.
What blew up? Like
It had like 10,000 views in like one couple days.
Yeah, no, it was like a couple hours.
for like the videos and content and stuff like that. No, for like the videos and content and stuff like that.
I mean, honestly, if we see something online, like I'll bring it to her attention, or she sees something, I'll bring it to her, or she'll bring it to my attention, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, we should do this. And so like we started getting into like pranking. Which she just did a prank on me the other day.
Yeah, I got a photo.
Freaking.
I seen some of the pranks. The pranks are funny. You're
Yeah.
pouring water on each other's faces.
Yeah, she numbed my
I'd be dumb
mouth.
tight. So if I got woken up and was water pouring, I would.
She was mad.
Yeah,
And then she did it to me.
Oh yeah, I got
And I
it.
was like, she did it to me for no reason though, because she didn't know I was recording. So she had got mad, and like that same night she went upstairs and I was sleeping, and she comes back downstairs and just pours water on me, and I'm like, it was a video. She was like, oh.
And then she told me she wasn't recording. And I'm like, what the fuck? This just showed me the damn video.
Yeah.
You're
but-
like, damn.
I know, right now, and I didn't record my shit. And me getting you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, let's do it again. Take your clothes off.
Right.
Put new clothes on. Lay back in bed.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
I'm dead.
Yeah, we now we have our own place, so pranks are about to get
It's about to go down.
Yeah, it's about to get real.
it's about to get real. It is.
So, what are you most hyped for, both of you, in the next upcoming months?
Definitely my performance for Durk on the 26th. I'm definitely hyped for that, and I got a video I'm shooting. But then I have my release party this upcoming weekend, so I'm actually excited. A lot of people gonna come through, have some good,
It's at my house.
smoke.
Oh, is that your house?
Yeah,
Tippon's gonna
my
be there.
mom's
Send
gonna
me
cook.
the address.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really nice. So
We'll have
Yeah,
some
we
beef
should
empanadas.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you gonna like them dudes too. She be
What
fucking
time?
them
What
dudes.
time is it at?
It's from 9 to 1. I'm gonna probably start the
On Saturday?
yeah, cause it drops at midnight on Sunday, so it's kind of gonna lead into that. But I'm going to like play the tape before it drops. You know, people get a little exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. So,
Yeah.
is your main focus moving forward, music?
Definitely. But I do kind of like want to dance into like the weed cannabis world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
like
It's a huge part
definitely,
of your image.
yes, definitely trying to be like a weed mogul out here, like. With
Yeah.
it.
So talk about WeedTube a little bit.
Oh yeah. So WeedTube, just like YouTube, but because it is small, it's so much easier to get monetized right now. And
And you got people sending you like free
yeah,
stuff all
it
the
is.
time. Like,
It's
is it
really
easier to get
crazy.
sponsorships on there, you think?
I would say my sponsorships come more from my Instagram, but because I'm building like a following on WeedTube too, when I like kind of tell them, I'll do a little tutorial on there, they'll be like, oh yeah, well we'll throw this in there for you or whatever, just kind of something extra.
I just had an idea for you if you want to take it, but you definitely have to include me in it when you go on this. You should do a WeedTube tour and go to a lot of the dispensaries within the states.
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
That's
Usually
not-
they don't
that's
let
not-
you film, but
yeah,
that's a good
that's
and
not
you'll
idea.
probably
too
get
well.
so many sponsorships and shit
Yeah.
from that. You go to
Yeah.
Vegas, California, Colorado,
And then people
Delaware's
like,
about
I
to
want you
have
come
their
here.
dispensaries.
Oh yeah.
The legal ones, they
That's
have
what
the
we want to
medical
do. We
ones,
want
Jersey, New
open
York.
up a dispensary.
Yeah.
You can get into all of them and
Yeah.
and try to do some shit.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually just did a contest.
They
and,
would love. They were
yeah.
pretty sure they would love that promo.
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely build my weed audience because that's like the kind of thing I want to do. I've been wanting to do like a smoke tour, like where I kind of go travel, like secret location. Here you go, like we gonna get
See what you could
high
do.
as shit.
So
like,
I'm saying you
know
could
what
do
I'm
that.
saying?
Go to each dispensary or whatever, and then have like a performance on the side. Like,
Yeah.
this day I'm doing this dispensary in Delaware, and then I'll be here for a little bit to have a show at this park. Like, did
Yeah,
you see the
that'd be
park
dope.
tour guy that he's been doing? He went to like a lot of the major parks on the East Coast and did a rap for them. Like he came out to Delaware and went to Battery Park in Newcastle and did a whole freestyle rap for that, and it blew up on the news. Like,
wow.
yeah, and he's from a white boy from New York. Like, you know, like doesn't even have a crazy following, nothing. But yeah, called it the Park Tour. Went to a bunch of them on the East Coast, and you know, he's been blowing up from that.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I was telling her that's definitely something.
So you could do different shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't know how
like
great your
that.
freestyle skills are, but you can always prepare some.
Gotta work on that one.
That face though.
Yeah, we just.
But nah, yeah, I do a lot of different stuff.
T.
I just had to.
Taquan will help y'all.
Oh God.
That man, he was just at my house yesterday.
You go on and on.
He's been at my house like every day for the past like 5 days.
I know. I'm
Really?
like, boy, like we ain't never seen you this much before. Go home.
But I love him. You know, that's been my friend for like 10 years, so.
T's good people.
Yeah, he is. He's goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just flew somebody out to Colorado last time we went. Because she did a smoking contest.
Yeah.
And she was like, listen, I'll fly 2 people out to Colorado. We can get high as hell and, you know, enjoy the weekend. And so one girl actually already lived in Colorado.
Yeah. It was actually.
It was really nice. And
crazy.
we're actually friends with the girls now.
Yeah,
They
like,
turned from
they
like
from
fans to
shit,
like friends.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're dope.
Yeah.
And so then they came up with an idea, like, what if you did this, like, I don't know, like twice a year, but just kept adding
people. Like, it'd
to
be
it.
like some members only.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I was like, you know what,
hard,
that's a good
That is
idea.
pretty hard.
That's dope.
I was like, that would be a
That's
good idea.
pretty
Because
hard.
I was telling them,
That's
because I was telling the girls, I was like, yeah, I would love to, like,
Your
hang out
own,
with you
like,
guys
weed,
still.
fucking,
Like,
like
yeah.
your own festival type thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Yes. Like, if you did not get this motherfucking invite right here, you ain't
coming.
You ain't in there. I'm sorry.
That's dope as fuck. So are you gonna do that?
So, I mean, yeah, that's the plan. So, we just doing so much. So we'll probably do the next challenge. Probably try to do it once every 6 months because we just did that in September.
Yeah.
So probably next time do Cali, invite the girls from last time, and just keep building that shit on up. Record it.
Building your
You know what I'm
WeTube
saying?
following.
Yeah.
It just.
How many followers on WeTube do you need to get paid?
I only you don't need a certain amount of followers on there. You need just 4,200 views. That's it. Like
4,200 views. That's
and that doesn't matter if your video is 1 minute to 10 minutes. You need 4,200 views.
Period.
Period.
WeTube is very small still, so
Yes.
it's kind of like they don't have to do a lot of the obstacles that YouTube has to do.
Right.
And the creator of WeTube, he's actually really cool too.
You said you guys met him.
Yeah, he actually wants to come out here to hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we told him like sometime in November to, you know, just come out and, you know, we'll pick him up from the airport. But he was
Have a
really
smoke
cool.
fest.
Yeah, he was saying like all she has to do. He said like post like a video like once a week, and you would be like the top creator on YouTube. Like that's how
Really?
small it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small.
So
It's small. So that's why I be
I'm
telling
gonna get my ass
people.
on
I've
Yeah,
been
no,
telling people, listen, get on there because they look through their videos and it's like, unlike YouTube, they got millions of people on there. WeTube has like few of thousands of people on there. So they're seeing content and they're posting it on their Instagram, which has a big following, and bringing people to your channel. So they're trying to help
It's
you
still in all
right
the
now
building
while it's
stages.
still small.
Yeah, the
so
Are you guys
He's
ever
on
into
Forbes.
TikTok?
I
feel
used
like-
to be when it was Musically.
Gotcha.
I used to love it, and I had like 10,000 followers on there, and then they changed it to TikTok, and I'm like, whoa.
But it's the same thing now.
It is.
It's just a different name.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a different name.
And
I
like,
never got
apparently
into
that's the
it.
most easy, like the easiest platform to go viral.
Really?
That's what they say right now.
Well, yeah. When it was Musically, they just like would say, do this, and maybe you could get featured. You do it, and then.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could
No,
really
but
do
shit.
some stuff on TikTok.
I know we should.
But like our Triller's been our thing, honestly.
I
Like
know
Triller
we do, but
Triller, what's Triller?
is what we make like a lot of our videos off of. Like the ones with the Power Ranger and like the green suits that was off
Okay.
of Triller. It's like music. It's like a music, like short music video, but we just act stupid.
Yeah, so you would upload the music, and then they let you record, and you can take like a whole bunch of videos, then they shuffle it for you, and just kind of like you pick whatever one you want.
Shit.
And then we post it. Yeah, we post it on the gram usually. But yeah, we got to. But Triller is its own like platform, so you could
I never even heard
go
about it.
viral
Really?
on
Yeah.
Triller too. But
Is it easy to go viral on there?
I don't know. Honestly, we just
do it to have
do
we
it
don't
for Instagram.
Yeah, we don't, because you can post, like, just like TikTok, you can post the videos on Triller, but we keep them private and we just post them on Instagram. Because, I mean, I don't know,
We just
Yeah.
So you guys are on a lot of different platforms.
Yeah.
you can
Are you
say
gonna like
so.
pick a couple to stay with and then go from there, or are you gonna continue to put a ball on all of them?
All of them. Honestly.
I mean, we don't really do Triller like that. My main focus, honestly, is like Instagram, YouTube, and WeTube. But
Yeah.
I mean, like YouTube is like, cause I smoke hella bud, so
Yeah.
WeTube is like one of my main focuses right now.
And do you get paid from Instagram too?
You can from like IGTV, but
How do you get paid through IGTV?
it has to do with
They
Facebook.
put ads in there too? or-
Yeah, because Facebook is like linked through Instagram now because that's who
They
bought
bought
it or
it.
whatever. And so if you upload, IG friendly content to IGTV, you can link it to Facebook and then they can put ads through it. But
AKA IG friendly is not weed.
right, exactly. Exactly.
I hate all the rules and restrictions
Exactly.
on there. You can't post.
Yeah.
Like IG is so watered down now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like
That's why Twitter, oh my, I'm trying to get back with Twitter, but it's boring when I don't have a lot of followers, so on there. I hate it.
Yeah, Twitter deleted her Twitter. I mean, I don't really use Twitter like that, and I don't really use Snapchat like that, so I'm really just on YouTube. I mean, Instagram.
Yeah.
And, a couple of my videos have had, like, 100,000 views and stuff on Instagram, and, like, I'll help, like, promote, like, her stuff, obviously, and her songs and music. But that's really all I'm on.
So tell me about a little bit more about your album before this battery dies again. We'll finish it on the album and everything.
Okay, yeah, the album.
What features do you have right now? Are there any big features that you're excited about?
Well, actually, I do have a few features on there. Just some Delaware and Philly, like, tri-state locals. I have GSL King Jewels on there. Lonnie J and Star TPN is her name. And that's...
How long did it take you to make this?
Probably about a year.
About a year?
Yeah, it's
Really?
been about a year, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because...
How many songs were you guys looking through to put it on?
Like 100, like 100.
Yeah, we
Like,
did.
you
I
made
did
over
a lot.
100 songs?
I did a lot of songs. Yeah.
Well, so the thing was, when I first met her, and she's doing her music thing and everything, and she just wanted to release everything.
Everything.
Like, right, someone be like, well, let's have a new, like, when can we have a new song? And she just dropped something, like, yesterday. She'd be like, all right, well, I need to release something. And she would release everything that she did, and then I had to have the conversation with her, like, not everything
Giving
that
too much content.
Yeah, not everything
Yeah.
that you are making is worth putting out, period, or, like, right now. Like, she has a song on the album that was made a year ago.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, I'm glad you didn't drop it because it was before its time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually doing a really big music video for it with Patience Foster, and so we hired her for creative directing, and so we're gonna do a video for that, and that's gonna be a single, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a single off the album, and yeah, I'm just
awesome.
glad you didn't do it a
Yeah,
year
me
ago.
too.
I'm glad she listened.
Yeah. So it took a while, and it was fighting everything in me not to drop shit, but now it's the time. You know what I mean?
Everything works out
Yeah.
perfectly,
Yeah,
and if you plan it out accordingly.
Yeah.
And it's been holding people on. Like, literally, I have followers that have heard the song when I first recorded it, and it's like,
They're still
I've
asking.
been waiting for you to drop this.
Yeah.
So it just,
Still asking for it.
That shit's crazy when you think about it. You think of like all the biggest artists. You're like, damn, yo, I wonder how much shit they.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
I had to
God.
like bring examples to her. Like, yeah, when Meek dropped his album, he had over 200 songs that he had to pick through.
Mhm.
Only 16 or 19 of them made them to the album. And then I was telling her, like, with Nipsey, half of his album songs were made like years ago, and
Yeah.
he just made the album. So I had to like tell her, like, it's okay to do
Mhm.
it, because she just wanted to release everything. And like, she's an amazing artist, obviously, but not every song needs to be released.
Right, that's what anybody, like,
Yeah.
the people have, like she said, they
Yeah.
have throwaways for a reason.
Like
so.
a good example
Throwaways.
is that Drake song, Behind Bars.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people that I was talking to, they didn't know that shit was released around more Lifetime frame,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And he only put it out there because it had the London vibe, and they just released Top Boy again.
Yeah.
And he was a huge part of that.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason that actually got,
Wow.
Yeah.
dropped as a song. That was a Tim Westwood freestyle.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just,
So.
Yeah.
it's all about the timing and the planning.
It is all about
Yeah.
time.
Have you been learning a lot about this whole game business?
Oh my God, what?
Well, we're very grateful that we are actually friends with Patience,
Mhm.
and because she's worked with
Tons of people.
Cardi.
Yeah, she's got an event this Friday.
Friday.
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
we'll be
we'll
there.
be there too.
We'll
yeah.
be there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
well-
we're very grateful. Like we just will call her up and be like, listen, like we just need some advice on something like for the album or for the video, or just if someone reaches out to her, I'm like, well, should she do like certain things, like, and she'll tell us like either yes, you should do this, or no, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
So we're very grateful that we did make that friendship with her, and she she kind of unofficially advises her and us.
Right.
Well,
Right.
us.
Yeah.
That's good
too,
though.
yeah.
You need a mentor.
Yeah,
and
yes,
It's really
someone
a
that's
blessing,
actually in the
yeah.
field that
Yeah.
knows
It's a
what the
Yeah,
fuck
blessing.
is
yeah,
going
it's
on.
definitely a blessing. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Because this industry is cutthroat.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
And people, will try to take advantage if you don't know what the fuck you doing, or if you scared to open your mouth. Like,
Yeah.
it'll fuck
Yeah.
you up.
So what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned doing this?
Probably just to not be so friendly. You know what I mean? And it's not like in a bad way, but you gotta sometimes say no to people so then they can get their hustle up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this bitch told me no, so I need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's okay to say no to people and
I've
not
seen
give people what they want.
The
all
wealthiest
time.
people I've ever known say no to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
and yeah, I mean, I was telling her like
Your time is the most important thing.
yeah.
It is.
I mean, at the end of the day, and it's kind of like she doesn't want to, she's already made a name for herself. She's already, gotten here, and like not throwing shade or anything on anybody, but if someone's a little lower, she's not always going to
Drop
down,
her bar down.
Yeah, drop
Of
her
course
bar
not.
down if it's not something that's going to
Benefit
benefit
her.
her. And
Right.
again, it's nothing personal; it's business.
Yeah.
It's just all
That's
about
all business.
elevation,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
people just have not elevated yet. And
Yeah.
when people elevate, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
we need to be on the same mindset
Yeah,
to do anything, to work or anything. Like, cause I tell her all the time, I got a dream, and now I know that shit about to happen. So it's
Yeah.
not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
So what is
like,
your dream?
So I definitely just really want to spread like pure happiness. And when I say pure happiness, I mean people are legit just walking around smiling, and they could be nice to somebody they don't know. It's not always a competition. You can help somebody learn, you can help somebody grow, and you can just be there for somebody, but also be stern and be serious. Like, just like with Patience, like she's our mentor, but no, she's not going to hand everything to us.
Yeah, she's gonna tell
You
you,
know what
how
I'm
it
saying?
is.
Exactly. And so that's what I just want a message to be brought to the world. Like, you can follow your dreams, but you gotta hustle to get that shit. It's not gonna be handed to you, period. But you
Yeah.
could be nice while you do it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, of course.
just positive energy, just genuine overall. Like, that's what I want to really cross, like, the universe for real.
yeah.
I like that. I really like that.
That's what I want.
And I'll ask you one more question as well too. What has been one of the biggest things that you've learned in this whole process? It could be something with managerial, or something relationship wise, or whatever the case may be. Because I know you're also in a hard position as well.
Yeah.
And you work a lot. You work very hard
Yeah.
to make this shit work together.
I would say honestly patience. Like, you have to be very patient. Things aren't gonna be like overnight. And I had to tell her that too. Like, it's a
It's a building process.
Yeah, it's a building process.
One foot in front of
You
the
have-
other.
Yeah, you have to be patient. Some things aren't gonna work. Some things are gonna work, but you can't be discouraged.
Of course not.
So yeah, I definitely say like patience, and yeah, that'd probably be it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all for
We
coming
appreciate
through.
We appreciate you
Shit was dope.
for letting us come through.
Yes.
Anytime. Y'all are always welcome.
Thank